Hi, welcome back to my channel. This is Jennifer Scrapping Cane. Today I'm sharing an 8.5 by 11 layout, and I'm using the leftovers from a Scraproom kit from a few months back. This was using the Carta Bella, what is this called? Like Baker something or other collection. It has a lot of Baker items in it, but I thought it would work for this kitchen photo that I have at my aunt's house, and this was probably 1983 or so, and we had went to New Mexico to visit her. That's where she lives, and we had taken my dad's brother with us also. He's the one that took the photo, but there's lots of pieces in here that I think will work, and I'm just going to finish up this kit. I only have scraps left, and I have one 12 by 12 left, which is a wood grain paper, but I actually end up changing it out for a different paper. And I have one other paper that I don't show at the beginning that's like the more teal with a red color on it. And I will show that when I use it. I'm going to actually piece it back together to use it. I had scraps of it left and I wasn't sure if I was going to use it or not. I do decide to use that. And instead, I bring in a wood grain from my stash, which is this one here. This is by Paper Rose, I believe, and it was just a lighter grain and it looks different. I liked it a little bit better with the photo versus this one here, which is more of a yellow tone. Plus, I have that yellow paper that was kind of clashing with it. But this wood grain here kind of matches my mom's shirt, which she's the one in the photo to the left of the lady in red, or red. She's the one to the right of the lady in red, not left. And that is her aunt. So, but she raised my mom. So she's kind of like a mother to my mom. And we used to visit her almost every summer, if not every summer. At least my mom and me. Not always my other two sisters would always go. They sometimes would stay with my dad, and my dad had work, so usually he would stay home. He happened to be on this trip with us, and he is in the photo also. I'm in the photo in the down right hand corner of the photo, and I just think it definitely brings back a lot of memories, so that's why I'm scrapbooking it, and I'll put it in our family album. So here I'm going to piece these strips together. I just thought it gave a little bit more red to the photo without using a whole lot of red, because my aunt is wearing red, and then the photo kind of has like a reddish tint to it just because it's older. Um, so I didn't want too much red, but I definitely wanted red in the photo. And I will be adding journaling also. I do not do that online, but I will do that afterwards. And I always type out my journaling. So I will add journaling. And the reason I labeled it Stay a While is because she always welcomed us to stay as long as we wanted. Her house was always open as long as she had a bed available. You know, we could sleep at her house. We didn't sleep in a hotel or anything like that when we went to visit. We always stayed at her home, and she always cooked home cooked meals, and we just enjoyed staying there. So I thought this was kind of cute, and it also has the stove. You can see she has two stoves if you look closely in the photo, a wood burning one and then a regular stove. She loved her wood burning stove, and she also had the old school washing machine. So I just thought it was kind of fitting, and I liked the little sticker and get it used. So here I'm going to tuck in a couple of little flowers. I cut those flowers so that I could use them in multiple places. And then the one at the top I actually cut from the paper. And then the Stay a While is actually from Simple Stories, not Carta Bella or Echo Park, but it matches perfectly color wise. And like I said, I just thought it was a different title than the usual. And when I add journaling, of course, I will add her name and where we are. I'm going to put in some sequins from Spiegel Mom's Scraps. These are no longer available, but I have black sequins here And then I'm going to pull out some yellow ones, and then I will pull out the teal and red from that other package. So I'm going to use all three packages. And I did add them in 3 spots in each cluster. So there's quite a few sequins on here, but I just think it adds a nice little embellishment and finished off the page nicely. I did not make you watch me put all those down. Here's a little close up, and I will share some close ups that I also took of the layout. And like I said, I just think it's a cute little memory and definitely reminds me of my childhood. So there you can see I used some of the little embellishments to make the clusters. I put a rolling pin on top of that stove because she always made tortillas and beans and chili. And you can see we're probably eating breakfast. But thanks for coming by. I'll see you in the next video. Bye.